Hey bakers, I don't know about you, but today I'm in the mood for chocolate. All right, since it seems to be a chocolate day, let's make, flourless chocolate cake. You heard me right. This is a gluten-free flourless chocolate cake, and it is to die for. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start off with a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and 1 stick of butter, salted or unsalted, that's your opinion. Microwave this for 30 seconds, give it a good stir, and then another 30 seconds, and keep it stirring. Once you get it stirred down, that radiant heat from the butter is gonna melt that chocolate down. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees and get an 8-inch round pan, parchment lined, and with nonstick spray on. Once you have all those beautiful steps taken care of, what you're gonna do is you're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. Mix this up. Finally, we're gonna add 3 pre-beaten eggs and 1/2 cup of Dutch processed chocolate. I'll explain the difference in a minute. And you wanna mix this, but here's the thing, you don't wanna overmix. If you overmix, it's gonna start to break apart. So just mix it until it's perfectly combined. Once your batter has been perfectly mixed and not overmixed, you're gonna pour it into your 8-inch parchment lined greased cake pan, and you're gonna bake it for 25 minutes. Bailey, how do I tell when my cake is done? You're gonna get a thin crust on the top of it, and once that thin crust hits, you're gonna need to take a thermometer, pop it into the center of it, and once the internal temperature of that cake becomes 200 degrees Fahrenheit, your cake is done. Stick it on top of your stovetop for 15 minutes to cool, and then I'll show you the rest. All right, so our flourless chocolate cake is done. So what you're gonna do with either a cake board or a plate, you're gonna put it on, and it's cool enough to touch, and you're gonna flip. All right. I need 2 hands, a little bigger, okay. And you're just gonna flip. Peel off your parchment, and then you have your cake. Yes, it's thin. Remember, it's flourless. And then we need to make ganache because we're gonna make this so good. For our chocolate ganache, we're gonna take 1 cup of dark or semi-sweet chocolate with 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream, combine and melt until smooth. That's how simple ganache is. And then we're gonna pour it on top, let it cool so it gets a little bit firm, and then we're gonna enjoy this puppy. All right, so our ganache is made in honor cake. Now, you can do it a couple ways. You can put it on a rack and let the ganache pour over the side so it covers all of it. But I like my ganache to be thick, so I just pile it right on top because it kind of makes this little divot bowl. You're gonna stick this in the refrigerator, let this firm up for about 10 minutes, and then you're gonna enjoy it. I mean, you're really gonna enjoy it, but I'm not gonna wait, and I made myself a super teeny tiny one, and I'm just gonna no flour whatsoever in this cake. It's smooth. It's so chocolatey. You guys gotta try this recipe. Flourless chocolate cake, you guys, to die for. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna eat it all. Enjoy!